All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the final of Canada. We're in Toronto. We're in Toronto. Men's finals in Montreal. Luckily for us, well, hopefully for us, the men's final will be after this women's final and not during. But we'll wait and see because the thing is that there's a chance we could collide into the next one. But hopefully, rain holds off. There might be rain in Montreal, so the men's final might be later. So we'll see. But the women's final should get through without any interruption. Hopefully. You never can tell. Weather is random. Let me have a look. What's the weather in Montreal looking like? Because it might be shittier than here. I don't know, I was saying it's okay. All right, but actually we might be fine. Men's final might actually be okay. All right, well, we might be all right. We might be good. Anyways, here we are. Let's see who can win this one. It starts in 30 minutes. It plays 12 times. It's 6-all as a head-to-head. Rybakina has won the last two. And the last two matches, besides the first set of the WTA finals last year, it's been pretty brutal for Swiatek. She hasn't really been able to do much. But yeah, let's see if she can turn that around because she's been playing really well this week, Swiatek. She's been getting out some, taking out some players that she hasn't beaten lately, and turning around the rivalry to some, like Svitolina and Kostyuk. So, yeah, let's see. She is the favorite, Swiatek, too, which I'm a little surprised. Yeah, schedule for Cincy. Yeah, why is Venus playing on court 2? What is that? Why is Venus not playing center court? That's crazy. Yeah, but as expected, tomorrow in Cincinnati, there's not much going on. You live in Australia? I do, yeah. That I do. All right, let me have a look at I only briefly looked at the schedule. All right, so Venus during the day, night session. Yeah, there's not much going on tomorrow. Tomorrow's actually kind of boring. God, first round's kind of mid. No. But we will watch something. I think, maybe. Or do we not watch anything? Do I dare take a day off? You said that Sommes might be surprising in Cincy, and you were very surprised. No, I wasn't surprised that she beat Dasha, but I was I was surprised how she beat Dasha. Does he make sports bets? No, I do not. You're gonna have to do that yourself. You're an adult. You do it. You got this. You do you. I don't tell people what to do with their money. Day off. No days off. I just don't know what I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of in the time zone now, so I gotta kind of, even if I wanted to sleep in, my body wouldn't allow it. I'm in the groove. $18 minutes, yep. Final starts in about 20 minutes. Swiatek trying to win another 1,000 at a different venue, and she is closing in on the Golden Masters, which will be spoken about more after this. But remember who talked about it? Me, for years. I've been talking about Swiatek Golden Master for years. Watch this, right? She wins this, the whole world's gonna be like, "Oh my God, Swiatek Golden Masters, first ever to do it. She's so close." Welcome to the party, pal. We've been talking about that for fucking 2 years, all right? Chat, have we not been talking about it? Have we not been talking about it? By the way, qualies. First round of Cincy still going on. Shapo, I think, just won. So Shapo's going to take on Hoda. Am I the only one rooting for Swiatek? Nah. I think a lot of people are. Is Alcaraz playing the US Open? Yes. At this stage, he is, yeah. He sure is. Quali's a place for WTA? Are they? Oh, they are. Anything interesting? Wait, who got promoted from with Osaka pulling out? Oh, Siniakova got promoted. Oh, nice. All right, so Siniakova gets upgraded. I guess she just takes her spot. Yeah. Okay, so all right, Tagger Sabalenka second round would be really fun. We haven't watched her yet. She's that one-handed backhand Austrian player who's just won a title. So that could be fun. Yeah. By the way, did Chereva always play for Armenia? No, she started in July this year. So Chereva, we watched her play Eala earlier the year or last year, I can't remember. But she is now another player going from Russia to this time to Armenia. So she's 24 years old. She's representing Armenia now. Interesting. Oh, and Lee's got a lucky loser spot. Okay. Nice. We're backing up energy for Cincy. Sure. Are you concerned, or are you just a concerned citizen? Or do you care? Quali's a place for the men's as well. Yeah, I saw that too. That doesn't interest me as much. Unless did any qualies come through that are someone to? Let me have a look. A couple of Aussies. Oh, JJ Wolf is in the draw. There you go. Haven't seen him for a while. Oh, Shima Bukuro, who played well on grass. He's in. Did I miss something? Was the match moved an hour? Moved up an hour? No, it starts in 10 minutes. It was always start. Wait, so the schedule has changed that it's moved. It's an hour earlier, so that they can put the men's final on after in Montreal. So for the finals, and I don't know this for fact, but I'm guessing this is true because it makes more sense. So what they've done is they've moved the women's finals starts earlier so that it doesn't collide with the men's final, so the men's final can have its highlight, like have its spotlight. Otherwise, they do the finals at the same time, and that would just be terrible for everybody. So they've done their best to sort of like move the women's final a little bit earlier, and then the men's finals a little bit later, just so that we can watch both instead of having to choose. So yeah, but you're right, it is an hour earlier than it has. Like the night session has started earlier tonight, 1 hour earlier. By the way, I cleaned up that Eminem statue that I bought, and it is looking minty. I'm so surprised that I found that, chat. I've been on a run at the thrift lately. I've been picking up some gems lately. Thrifting is alive. I have been in the right place at the right time. Along with my VHS Traveler. I can't wait to build that machine. I can't wait to build that. So this is what I'm going to build out of that, chat. I don't know if I told you yesterday. They're not on call yet. So yeah, I'm going to make one of these, but a mini version of that. I'm going to make a small trolley. I'm going to make a little one with my VHS TV. And then I'm going to put a DVD player underneath it as well, so then I can play movies. And maybe I'll put a bunch of like consoles. Like I'll put a bunch of like gaming consoles on it too. And I'll just wheel it around my house and use it. I might even put it here in the background for fun. All right. Players should be out in about 5-10 minutes. When is the next show and tell of the thrift acquisitions? Probably tomorrow because I'll be going to the thrift this afternoon because I want to. Fridays are not the greatest day, but you never know if you never go. Right? I don't know who said that, but I said that right now. Yeah, this is the latest find, which was a steal because it's a little bit broken, but I can fix it. It's an M&M dispenser, and it's yeah, I got it way cheaper than they sell it in the store. Also, they're not. I couldn't find many of them. There's not many going around. At least some of them, most of them. Here we go, Chad. I'm going to give you a. Here we go. So most of them. Here he goes. So they don't usually because the glasses come off, right? But like most of them don't have the glasses. They're missing glasses. So to have it with the glasses, this is Antique Roadshow. I'm not a hoarder. Shut up. I'm a collector. All right. I'm a collector. Don't you say anything else? There we go. And then you move the arm like this, and it poops out M&Ms. Like the M&Ms come out. You go. It's great. This dispenser, great. It's a great piece, and in complete condition like this, with the glasses, with the saxophone, with the working mechanism, with the arm, and it's in. This one is in. This is pretty good condition, chat. Look at. I mean, there's got limited damage. There's not much scuffage on it, and then you put the M&Ms in here, right? And then they put. I don't know. Do they go? They just fall out of the bottom. I don't know if there's supposed to be something here. I don't know. They just fall onto the table, I guess. But a piece like this goes for about $50. And I did not buy it for $50. I bought it for much cheaper. So, like, I mean, this is the, yeah. It was a great find. And it just looks cool. It's a talking point at every party. The squeaking arm? Well, that's how you know it works, right? But I can just put some, like, DW40 and it's fine. That's fine. I can do something with that. That's fine. But yeah, it's a talking point at every gathering that I have. I have a lot of people hit my house all the time. So yeah, you'll need a basement at this rate. It's all good. If your new pet while Mia's away. No. Does the stuff at the charity shop do the staff know your name? No. They probably know me by face. Oh, he's back. This guy. They probably know. I get that. I get that. Like, you come here all the time. Like that. Like they look at me and they go, "You have a loyalty card, right?" Like they know that I go there every week, but they don't know me at all. But they're just like, this guy's here every week. Like I'm a regular, but I'm not. They don't know me. We're not. Like they don't know me by name, but I go enough that they know me by face. The only thing worse than M&Ms is the blue egg thingy. You don't like M&Ms? Are you okay? Do you need to sit down? Do you need to lie down? Do you need some attention? You don't like M&Ms? I don't know if we could be friends. They haven't started yet, Suzanne. We will get to the commentary when they start. Currently, there's nothing happening. Well, you don't want to hear about my M&M collection? Come on. M&M's are popcorn. That's it. You know what the greatest thing is? You put Maltesers in a box and hot popcorn, and that is a delicacy, a movie treat. Go Swiatek. Well, she's coming out soon. We'll get to it. You don't like M&M? Yeah, who doesn't like M&M? That's crazy. Unless you're allergic to fun. Please, can we watch 80s King JJ Wolf? No. Maltesers are not too bad. Maltesers are goated as well, right? Maltesers, not a sponsor, but I'm happy to talk about them because I love them. Please sponsor me. That would be great. M&M, can we get chat? Can we campaign for an M&M sponsorship? Please. I would take that happily, and I'd eat them on stream even maybe. Snack on them and stream. Can we do that? Can we try and get sponsor M&M sponsor? That'd be sick. I don't know how it relates to tennis, but I don't really care. They sell themselves. You don't need me to. I mean, they do need me. We need the sponsor, but we will sponsor. We'll help. Also, bring peanut butter and jelly M&Ms to Australia. Stop hoarding them. We need them in Australia. Bring us all the good ones. We want the pretzel ones. Give us the all the fancy ones that America get to eat. I want my PB&J M&Ms. Please sponsor the channel and send me a box, please. Not a sponsor yet. How about Cam getting sponsored by Rolex? Sure, that too. I mean, why not? Why stop at one, right? Let's get crazy. I would give 20 members if Rybakina wins. Chat, can you please? Can somebody? Actually, I might pin that to the. You know what? I'm going to pin that to the chat. You know why? We're all going to hold you to that. There it is, pinned to the chat. Look at that, chat. Now you can't get away. It is literally pinned to the chat, so you don't even have to clip it. That's there. That's there for everybody to see. All right, you saw it first, chat. 20 members. If Rybakina wins, it is stuck on the chat. You can't get away from that. Hey, Zero, thank you for the 20 months. Appreciate that. Thanks for sticking around. Yeah, Winnie wants a membership. Well, stick around because 20 gifted at the end of this stream might be a thing. There might be free memberships going around. I might have to go early. Bye. Oh, no. You're not getting away that easy because everyone's going to memorize your name. And if you come back, next time you come here, everyone's going to tell you, hey, what's up? There's no hiding now. Yeah, I'm going to start marking people's words by pinning the comments. Mark my words. All right, we'll put it up in there in lights so everybody remembers. Dutchie can't see it? Oh, no, that's not good. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. They could sell special yellow tennis M&Ms. They could. They actually could. Why do eyes get caught? Because you're always the one saying random things. You're the number one Rybakina hater. So we need to put you on account. For no reason. I don't know why. Like, what did she do to you? All right, thank you, Deb, for the star. Cam supporting Iga. Why wouldn't I be supporting Iga? Are you serious? You don't come to the streams enough if you think I'm supporting Swiatek for the first time. Are you serious? That's crazy. You have to come here more often. I've been a Swiatek fan since like 22. Like campaigning on behalf of her as the greatest player of this generation for at least 4 years. Are you kidding me? I'm a ride or die with the Polish fans. We've got a lot of Polish people on the channel. Should we all become members tonight? I don't know. I don't see why not. Sounds like a great idea. It's $1 a month to be a member. How about strawberries and cream M&Ms? That would actually be kind of sick. That would be sick. They did strawberries and cream Tim Tams last year for Wimbledon, which was awesome. They tasted so good too. Yeah. Cam is a huge Iga fan. Thank you. I am. Where's Deja? Speaking of huge Swiatek fans, where's Deja? Deja's usually... Maybe Deja can't watch it. Too nervous today. Can predict if Swiatek to win. I sure did. Hey! Thank you. I tell you, every month, Edward, every month, you got to change your name. You got to change your username to your name so it's easier. YouTube did you dirty. Thank you, Edward, for the 46 months of Tier 2. Almost 4 full years. Still the best $5 I spend each month. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you, Edward. By the way, chat, they're showing that trophy. That looks like a weapon. It looks like a saw trap. It looks like a weapon. That is the worst trophy in the tennis. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, Canada. That you put your hand in there, it looks like it's going to slice it off. Like, that looks like a trap. If you've seen the movie Saw, especially like Saw 2 or 3 or whatever, like, it looks like you want to play a game and that your hand is like stuck in that. It's like around your arm. And then it's like, you got 3 minutes to find the key. And then it just like, will chop your arm off. That thing is brutal. That thing is a weapon. I go back to the other trophy. What is this bear trap? Like, what are we doing? I don't like this trophy. It's the worst trophy of the sport. I'm sorry, it's the worst. It's not the worst trophy. There are worse trophies, but it's not a great trophy. What is it? It doesn't even look like anything. What's it supposed to be, chat? What is it supposed to be? Hey, thank you, Zero, for the 5 gifted. Appreciate that. Does anyone know the history of the trophy? Has it got some cool... I don't know what is it? What is it? What the hell is it? Hey, Zan, thank you for the 10 gifted. But you still owe 20 at the end. You're still going to give 20 at the end. If Rybakina wins. Well, you know, I mean, look, maybe we'll see. Maybe we won't hold you to that. The Boss Open trophy is worse. Oh no, that there's some really lazy trophies. There are definitely some lazy trophies. I'm like, oh, here's a piece of glass. Have an ashtray, okay. But this trophy is just strange, and not like in a good way. It just looks like dangerous. I don't understand it. What does it mean? What is the trophy? As a down payment. What, you think she's going to win, do you? Let's make the deal 10. All right, sure. Porsche best trophy, is it? All right, here we go. Swiatek's walking out first. Let's see if she can get another 1,000 trophy and a first in Canada. She's almost made all the finals of the 1,000s, which is kind of very impressive. Again, best player of the generation, chat. Iga Swiatek is the best player of this generation. And the Polish fans know it. Oh, she actually played. Is this the... Oh, no, this is the other arena. This isn't the Swiatek arena. That sucks. Why couldn't we play it at the other in Montreal this year for Swiatek? That would have been funny. She wins on Iga Arena. But hey, maybe next time. Next year. All right, here comes Rybakina. God, I tell you, this feels important, this match. This feels very important. This is a very important match. This needs to be... Yeah, it's a very important match. All right. Let's see if Swiatek can handle Rybakina today, or if Rybakina is going to play the best match so far. She hasn't played well, Rybakina, this week. She's barely gotten by, and she's made a lot of errors. So, she saved her best to the final. Hey, Mike, thank you for the laughing disco. I don't know what that means, but thank you. $25 titles Swiatek compared to 13 for Gauff and Rybakina. Yeah. Yep. More slams than anybody else in this generation. More titles than anybody else. I think she's won more 1,000s than anybody else. I mean, she leads the pack. And also more weeks at number 1 than anybody else. Barty is not around anymore. But it's still, even if Barty was around, and I mean, even if Barty's... We do count Barty, still Swiatek has more than what she had. So... And I love Barty, but Swiatek is still the number 1 of this generation. Of the 2020, she's clearly the best player. or she's got the best resume. She's currently obviously not the best player, but she has looked good this week, and looks like she's getting back to what she was doing. This would be a huge win. Swiatek taking it in 2, not going to lie. You reckon it's going to be straight sets? That would be crazy. I mean, Swiatek opened the bakery. That would be insane. That'd be insane. But Rybakina doesn't let that happen. She's like, no. I feel like Rybakina might just play the best match she's played, and we're going to have a banger match. Also, if Rybakina wins this, she gets that much closer to world number 1. So the number 1 ranking is also very, very near if she wins this match. She'll be going to Cincy with a realistic chance of winning it and getting to number 1 before the US. So it'd be kind of weird though. Like, it doesn't feel like Rybakina is the number 1 in the world right now, but she has been the best player, the best player this year. If you look at the stats, she's been the best player of the year. But it doesn't feel like she's playing the best at the moment. Like, she doesn't. But then again, if she wins this, she's obviously playing pretty well. I don't know. It would be weird if she was number 1. I don't know. I feel like it would be almost bad to get it before the US Open. I think it might be not a good thing. Because remember, the US Open for Rybakina, she's not played well there. It's not been her best slam. And she hasn't been playing well lately. You know, this match or this tournament, she's made the final, but look at the matches haven't been her best tennis. And I don't know. Maybe it would be better if she didn't get to number 1 until after the US Open when there's less pressure and less people, watching. Imagine playing your first tournament as number 1 at a Grand Slam. That is brutal. Especially if you've not been playing your best. Like, I don't know. Does anyone else think that's like, it's like, might be bad for Rybakina? Like, is anybody else worried? Or am I just worried? I don't know. Might not be the worst thing to be number 2 at the US Open, just like put all the pressure on Sabalenka. It doesn't matter? I feel like it does. I feel like being number 1 does matter. At a Grand Slam. Yeah, it's a worse slam. I don't know. I mean, if she gets to number 1, she might lose in the second round or something and have I don't know. I'm worried. I'd prefer her to get number 1 after. Because that way, she can play the Asian swing when there's like hardly any pressure, right? Going to the US Open as the number 1 player for your first week at number 1, you're a Grand Slam number 1 seed. I don't know. And then Sabalenka's down the bottom half of the draw, like hiding in the shadows. And Sabalenka, defending champion, has no pressure. I mean, Sabalenka might be better off letting Rybakina be number 1 because it might be better for her for the US Open to be under the radar. Because when you're number 1 at the slams, even if you're not the world number 1, you're just the number 1 seed. You're the top of the draw. Everyone's looking at you because you got that number 1 next to your name. So like, number 1 seed is already so rough. You can't get away with anything. Even if you win and you have a bad match but you win, people are going to be like, that wasn't. What are you doing? I don't know. Anyways, Rybakina's only won 1 match in straight sets this week. She's played all the other matches, 4 matches in 3 setters. And she's fought her way here. It's not been pretty. She's had to play some scrappy matches. She got through against Gauff with good serves. She did struggle against Osaka. Was 2 points away from losing that match against Osaka as well. So let's see if she can step up. And the last time they played was this year's Australian Open quarterfinals, where Rybakina won 7-5, 6-1. They played last year at the WTA finals, and it was like, I think Swiatek won the first set 6-3, I think. If I can remember. And then Rybakina ran away with it like 1 in love. So Rybakina, Swiatek has to win the first set based on those 2 results. And then be prepared for Rybakina's resurgence in the second and third, because she will start running at you. So definitely mentally too, I think Swiatek needs the first set. If she loses the first set, Rybakina might just take it in straights. That guy isn't gifting 20. But he's already gifted 10, so let's see what I say. I'm going to do this more often. I'm going to pin comments so people come in and be like, holding the chat accountable. This is fun. All right. Your thinking is very negative. No, I'm just being realistic. I'm just saying. I'm not being negative. If anyone knows how to deal with pressure, it's Rybakina. Okay, but then what happened at the French Open and the Wimbledon? She was supposed to win Wimbledon and she lost second round. I mean, what are you talking about? I'm just saying that going to the US Open as the world number one for the first time in your career is a lot of pressure when you have been not playing well at Grand Slams in the last couple. All right. Here we go. I'm so excited for this final. I'm excited. I'm ready. Let's go. I love this matchup. It's 6-all as well in the head-to-head. It's crazy. All right. 11 wins, 2 losses in WTA 1000's finals for Swiatek. 11-2. 11-2. 2-4 win-loss for Rybakina. Swiatek is the 1000 queen. And if she wins this, she's won 8 out of 10 of the 1000s, which is incredible. Again, best player of a generation. Best player of this generation so far. There's obviously players that could come in, but Swiatek's the number one. All right, Rybakina serving. I'm going to go with Swiatek in 3. Who you got, chat? Let me know. Rybakina 15 love. Who you got? Who you got? The trophy looks like rackets with barely any strings on it. Oh, is that what it's supposed to be? Like 2 rackets? Okay. Is that what it's supposed to be? 2 rackets and a tennis ball? Okay, I can kind of see that. Backhand goes wide by Rybakina 15-all. It still doesn't, I mean, it still looks like a death trap, but whatever. You still don't want to get your hand caught in that. You know, you'll lose a finger. 15-all. Just snap. Bye-bye finger. 15-all. As a backhand return into the forehand of Rybakina. Backhand from Swiatek into the backhand of Rybakina sliced. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Rybakina lob. And Swiatek lets it bounce. She's back on the baseline. Swiatek hits a smash straight to Rybakina's forehand. Swiatek forehand goes again to the forehand of Rybakina, who hits a drop shot. Swiatek's going to get there and put it into the net. 30-15. Strange rally. Strange rally. All right. Oh, wait, what happened? Was that wide by Rybakina? Hang on. Hawkeye, you deceived me. Apparently, Rybakina's drop shot was out. Are you kidding me? Hawkeye, speak up. I can't hear you. Yeah, use your outside. We need to use your outside voice. 15:30. Hawkeye's whispering. I think that was out. Okay, Hawkeye, use your voice. Come on now. I can't hear myself. 15:30. Second serve. That's a double fault. I heard that one. Saw that one with my eyes. All right, 15:40. 15:40. Breakpoint Swiatek. Strong Polish crowd here as well. We saw them yesterday. A lot of Polish people in the house. Swiatek's got a lot of fans here. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Double fault. Wow. 2 double faults in the game. And we talked about this all week. How Rybakina is not playing like herself. Despite winning everything, she's serving so much worse than her normal serve. Like she's the ace queen. She's double faulted twice in one game. I mean, come on now. Cam purposely chose Rybakina because he wanted Swiatek to win. No, I picked Swiatek in 3. Sorry, did I say Rybakina? I meant Swiatek. I picked Swiatek in 3. I said Iga in right now. Did I not say Swiatek? I said Swiatek, right? I think I said. I'm pretty sure. Well, I definitely said it in the preview. You said Iga. Thank you. Okay. Now you can make me confusing me. What's going on? I know. I said what I said. I know what I said. All right. Here we go. Swiatek to serve. She breaks already. 1-love. Okay, I said Swiatek in 3. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Good. I'm not losing my mind. Okay, good. Go watch the preview. That's the official version. Forehand from Rybakina. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Rybakina puts it wide. That's 15-love. Rybakina has been hitting so many errors in the last few matches. But somehow finding a way to win, which is the impressive part. Why does Shaq doubt Cam? He's our leader. That sounds a bit cultish. It's not a cult. Serve. Into the back. Forehand backhand of Rybakina, sorry. Backhand of Swiatek, cross court in the backhand of Rybakina. Rybakina in the net. 30-love. 30-love. All right, serve again. Swiatek already off to a great start. They're both very good, but Swiatek has been more consistent. Swiatek been better this week, for sure. As Swiatek hits it in the net, 30-15. 30-15. Matthew. Not a cult. Backhand return goes wide. It's 40-love. Sorry, 40-15. God, chat got me confused. 40-15. You would have thought that Osaka and Coco would have won with those stats. Yeah. I mean, Osaka nearly did, right? She was right there. Just the tiebreak. 5-all in the tiebreak. Gauff was a little bit further away. I mean, she won the first set, but then Rybakina just didn't give her a chance to break in the second and third. 40-30. Nice return from Rybakina. Swiatek could be champion. Her kryptonite is not there. Who are you talking about? You're talking about yeah. Pet. Oh, man. I needed a coffee today. 4-4 rally. Swiatek. Again to the forehand of Rybakina. Swiatek slice. Rybakina comes in with a backhand. And hits it long. What was that? Oh, my gosh. Rybakina. I don't know how Rybakina has made the final. I'm sorry. Rybakina fans, don't get angry. But, she's been playing like that all week. I don't know how did she win? We've watched her all week, to be fair. So it's we know how she won. She won with grit and determination. But, man, I mean, that backhand wasn't even close. That was easy. She didn't even have to hit it that hard. That was rough. 2-love. Swiatek off to a good start. Rybakina serves down the tee. The backhand Swiatek. Return the forehand of Rybakina. Swiatek. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Again, the forehand of Swiatek. Rybakina. Forehand again. Is too strong. That's better. There we go. 15-love. Nice shot from Rybakina that time. She shouldn't be here in all fairness. Yeah, she but again, so much credit should go to Rybakina for getting here despite the quality that she's played. I mean, she's probably not happy with how she's played, even though she's in the final. Lob goes up. And over Rybakina's head. She hits a forehand to the forehand of Swiatek. Now Rybakina forehand of the stretch. Up the line winner. I'll tell you, the forehand looks good. Her backhand, not so much. But her forehand looks better. 30 love. 30-love. As with a forehand, Rybakina. Backing it from Swiatek. Rybakina volleys. A winner. There we go. 40-love. All right. All right, 40 love. Serve again. Into the backhand. Swiatek goes wide. All right. Rybakina holds. That was a great game. There we go. That's better. Much, much better. All right, but Swiatek's got the early break. 2-1. Seems like the ball is traveling slower towards Rybakina. Towards Rybakina? Yeah. Yeah. Swiatek's hitting it doesn't hit as hard. Yeah. All right. Should have just let Swiatek serve first? Maybe. But then again, if Rybakina wins a toss, she's always going to serve. Like, you're the best server in the planet. Like, of course you're going to serve first if you get the chance, you know? Swiatek's first serve percentage is 100% so far. That's because she's only played one game. The stats are deceiving. She's only played one game, so 100% after one game. Yes, the serving stats haven't a little bit, a little bit skewed at the moment. All right, just just wait and see. All right, it's a little bit. They're a little bit exaggerated. All right, here we go. Swiatek with the break. 2-1 first set. Cam is so happy he can't contain himself. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to be a miserable prick? I don't feel like being miserable today. Dasha fucking lost. I should be miserable. And she had match point. 2-1. Swiatek with the break. She serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Return into the forehand of Swiatek. Rybakina. Forehand to forehand. As Swiatek keeps going to the forehand of Rybakina. Swiatek forehand again. Rybakina again to the forehand of Swiatek up the line. And long by Swiatek and it's love 15. I just love this matchup. Like, this feels... the Rybakina-Swiatek rivalry has been so important for the WTA's growth. Like... And I said this in the preview, like, every time these two play, it just feels like such a big match. Doesn't matter if it's a final or quarterfinal or whatever. Like, it's, and this is going back to, like, the end of 2020, when was it? End of 2023, right? They'd only played once for real. And they played at that exhibition in that World Tennis League. And Rybakina wins, and then a month later, she wins at the Australian Open in that fourth round. Huge moments in their rivalry. And then Swiatek gets one back, and then on the clay, it goes to Rybakina. Like, it's been just such a great rivalry. You know, it's been so much fun over the last few years. And it's not been, like, one-sided either, right? Yeah, sometimes one of them goes on a couple of, wins a couple in a row, but it's never like, it never feels like when we get to this match, we're like, oh yeah, this person's easily going to win. Every time they play, it's a 50-50. I love it. It's such a, and they're two of the best players over the last, 5 years, 10 years, or 6 years, right? So good. 30-15. Like, I think this is one of my favorite rivalries. I love it. 30-15. And it's just such a different style clash as well. Whereas, like, I like watching Rybakina and Sabalenka too. And that's like a show of how powerful the WTA is. But this is so different because Swiatek and Rybakina are not the same player. They're different players. I mean, Rybakina is one of the reasons why Swiatek got Wim Fizet to try and make her game a bit more aggressive. Like, Rybakina was one of the problems for Swiatek. 40-15. Like, that's how much these two affect each other's games. It could be one of the rival, like, it could be a rivalry that we look back at in 5-10 years and go, man, that was one of the best rivalries of the 2020s. It's such an important rivalry too, because how many times have they denied each other from slams, right? I mean, they've both knocked each other out at Grand Slam level multiple times. Is it a 4-4 rally? Up the line now to the back of Swiatek. Rybakina unleashes. A forehand winner, cross court. Beautiful shot. 40-30. Like, if you're not excited for this match, you must be a Sabalenka fan or something. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just... Like, this is just such a great clash. And the head-to-head's, like even after 12. It's 6-all. That's crazy. 40-30. Serving to the front of Rybakina. Return goes wide. 3-1. 3-1. Swiatek off to a great start. 3-1. Stop bullying Rybakina. Your attitude towards her is very obvious. And for a commentator, that is really not okay. Bro, I'm a streamer. I'm not a commentator. So you're confused. Also, I don't think you understand what bullying means. Bullying is saying, like, you're ugly. But I can't see you, so I don't know. Maybe you're handsome. I don't know. Anyways, Rybakina with a beautiful volley. Is that better? 15-love. Beautiful shot by Rybakina. Is that good? Much better? Bro, I thought I was a commentator. Crazy. All right. That was a great pickup by Rybakina. And I tell you, her volleys over the last probably the last 12 months have improved so much. Rybakina used to be horrible at the net. She was like Medvedev at the net. Sorry, Medi, but he's not watching. She used to go to the net and just like stand there and be like, I don't know what to do. Over the last 12 months, her volleys and her drop shots have gotten so much better. So much better. 30-love. And you got to say that's because of Sabalenka. Because Sabalenka, she has those shots, and Rybakina is smart enough to go, I might need to learn that. Add a little bit more variety, which works so well. I mean, she wins the Australian Open winning that, right? She's turned into, like, from this big serving, big hitting player to this, she's got a little bit more finesse about her these days. I thought you were a chef. Sometimes. 40-love. Rybakina to keep things close. Ace down the tee. All right. Really? It was just that first game with 2 double faults. That's been the difference. But Rybakina is keeping Swiatek honest. 3-2. 3-2. I don't think Rybakina plays doubles. I think she's just been practicing that net game, for good reason. All right. How we doing, chat? Yes, sorry, Medi. His volleys are not his favorite shot, all right? That's fine. He's great. We love Medi. You've always been a fan of Rybakina in women's tennis. You can see the excitement and anxiety when she is playing. In men's, it is Zverev. So wait, you're saying that I'm a Rybakina fan and a Zverev fan. Is that what you're saying? All right. Chat, make up your mind. I'm a Kazatkina fan. You go watch... By the way, anyone who thinks I'm biased, you go watch Kazatkina in the second and third sets of today's match, right? That's biased, right? Watch my reaction at the end of the Sonmez Kazatkina match. You wait, just go watch that and then come back and go, actually, yeah. Maybe I was a bit harsh. You want to see biased. Unapologetically biased. And I like Sonmez. Sonmez is a fan of her, but that was painful. All right, 3-2. As a return goes wide by Rybakina, 15-love. People forget that Swiatek was number 1 for so long. Rybakina's best serve and beat Sabalenka more than not. I tell you, Swiatek winning today would remind people a lot of things about Swiatek. She'll remind him. Great return though, 15-all. You support great players, and Iga is one of them, yeah. Stop being cringe. Why don't you stop with your attitude? How about that? 15-all. Well said. Thank you. I thought so too. 15-all. As we return into the backhand of Swiatek. Forehand from Rybakina. Again to the forehand of Swiatek. It's Rybakina. Again to the forehand of Swiatek. He goes up the line and wide. 15-30. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. $15.30. As Swiatek serves. A fault. Second serve. As double fault Swiatek. Hey, Bud, thanks for the 28 months. Appreciate that. Thank you for sticking around. 15-40. Break points for Rybakina to get back on serve. All right, 15-40. Serve. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Return the forehand of Swiatek. Rybakina. Backhand on the stretch. Goes long. I tell you, Rybakina's backhand is not as strong as the forehand side. I don't know if Swiatek's seen that yet. She keeps going forehand to forehand, which just seems like a real bad idea. All right, 30-40. By the way, to the chat, can we lock in? This is a big final. Let's save the roast for later. As thank you for the whatever. What was that? Gold coin. Thank you, Lauren. Backhand goes wide. No, goes out by Rybakina on the backhand. Chat, did I just not say that? What did I just say? Someone needs a haircut. Again, can we save this shit to the end? Because I'm busy. Deuce. Like, ha ha ha. Good one. But also, like, you know, read the room. All right. Deuce. Swiatek surviving. As a return goes into the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand from Rybakina. Into the forehand. Swiatek up the line of the backhand of Rybakina. Swiatek backhand. Again to the backhand of Rybakina. Rybakina in the net with a backhand. Chat. She's hit 3 backhand errors since I said the thing about the backhand. So, you know, whatever. It's not a big deal. Advantage Swiatek. What is a big deal? Because she keeps missing. And Swiatek serves again to stay up the break here. First test Swiatek has had to face in this match. Serve. Is massive down the tee. Swiatek 4-2. 4-2. 4-2 Swiatek. And that's the first sign of trouble, but she held on. 1:30 in the morning, I'm watching from Saudi Arabia. Hey, shout out to you. You're a legend for that. That's a real tennis fan right there. All right. Swiatek holding on. As a return from Swiatek goes out, Rybakina is serving much better than that. That first game has been the only poor game by Rybakina. It should be 3-all. If she did double fault those 2 times, it's been the difference. Serving to the forehand, Swiatek return the backhand of Rybakina. Swiatek forehand into the net. It's 30 love. By the way, chat, we're almost at 500 likes as well. Don't forget to like the stream. We have the men's final coming up straight after this. So stick around. Shelton versus Nakashima. 30 love. And then we go straight to Cincy. Actually, we're in Cincy this morning. If you're here earlier, we watched a couple of Cincinnati matches. There's a 4 now. Passing shot by Swiatek. Too good. 30-15. Stop bullying Rybakina. It's very noticeable. Shh. Everything will be okay. Shh. It's okay. All right. 30-15. As we to serve again. Serve again. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Oh, double fault. 30 all. God, these double faults. These double faults, man. They're letting Rybakina down. That's her weapon. That's her old faithful, is that serve. All right. 30 all. Serve again. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Good return. Rybakina gets it back with a forehand into the forehand of Swiatek. Rybakina unleashing forehand. Swiatek defending. As Rybakina forehand again. Swiatek goes up the line. Rybakina backhand. Cross court. Swiatek gets that. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Swiatek. Forehand again. Rybakina keeps unleashing forehands now. She goes up the line and misses. Wow. Great effort by Swiatek. Rybakina threw so much power at her as well. That was so... from the serve. Like, Rybakina was going, like, just throwing, like, just smacking the shit out of the ball. As Swiatek just hung on. And eventually, Rybakina missed. Great defense. That's got to shoot the confidence up by Swiatek. That's got to be a huge confidence boost to go, okay, I can handle that. 30-40. Is she back? 30-40. Serving the forehand, Swiatek. Return goes into the forehand of Rybakina. Swiatek up the line as Rybakina backhand on the stretch goes long. Is she back? Is she back? Is she back? 5-2. Swiatek's going to serve for the set. 2 breaks a serve. 5-2. Swiatek handling the power, yeah. That rally was so impressive. That 30-all when she just was hanging on in the rally and eventually one extra shot. She might be back. I'll tell you, if she wins this in straight sets, that would go a long way. Holy. And look, again, Rybakina double faulting. She's hit 3 double faults, and the games that she's double faulted have been the games she got broken. So there's definitely, a lot more. There's room for improvement for Rybakina. I mean, she can play a lot better than she's playing right now. But I tell you, Swiatek taking the chances and not getting broken back. Remember, she had those break points in the last game she had to save. So, man, Swiatek's playing a great set. I tell you, she's looking scary. She might be back. But we have seen this before, that Rybakina could win the second 6-love. I mean, we did see it with Svitolina, right? Swiatek won the first, looked very good, got 2 breaks, won the set 6-3, and then Svitolina went on like a absolute run. All right. Here we go. Swiatek serving for the set. I respect the fact you respect the way to properly pronounce Swiatek's name. I try. I want to make sure I know there's a lot of people from a lot of places here, so I don't want to butcher the name and disrespect the person. Nothing worse than having your name. Nothing worse than someone mispronouncing your name or hearing it. 15-love. Shout out to the Polish community. I've been to Poland, and I'll probably come back because we'll do a meetup in Poland. Where should we do a meetup in Poland, though, chat? Which city? As that goes in the net by Rybakina, 30-love. Where are we doing our Polish meetup? All right, serve again. As the return goes in the net, 40 love. I mean, chat. What are we watching here? 40 love. Serve. Is a fault. Second serve. I'm so glad I have a Swiatek signed ball. Chat, I'm telling you. I've been telling you. Great second serve. Swiatek takes the first. All right. First set in the bag. 6-2. 30 minutes. Meeting Clove? All right. Rybakina's going to the bathroom. But that was a perfect performance by Swiatek. Faced a couple of break points in the middle, but fought back. And I'll tell you, chat, very good performance. Like, she's only hit 2 winners, but she's only hit 3 errors. I mean, very clean performance. Rybakina, 6 winners, 12 errors, 3 double faults. The double faults cost her the breaks. Rybakina is making 84% of first serves and winning 70%. So, like, Rybakina's serving pretty well besides the double faults. She is serving pretty damn well. But Swiatek just not giving anything away and just defending well and winning. I mean, she's like, that is a perfect set by Swiatek standards. That is exactly how she needs to play against players like Rybakina. Doesn't need to try and play, the same power or try and, out-hit someone like that. Just that was the exact way that she was beating those players 2-3 years ago, right? But let's see what happens in the second set, because we know that things can change. We know that, it could change on a dime. And the second set could be 2-6 the other way. But great start by Swiatek. That was very impressive. She might just get her swagger back, chat. She might just have her swagger back. She needed the first set. I agree. Hey, thank you, Matthew, for the GOAT trophy. Appreciate that. That's hard to pronounce. Try Vrov. Vrokwov. Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn that one. That one always gets me. Every time I see it in the chat, I'm like, Poland! You're from Poland. It's not that hard. No, it is that hard for English speaking. Vrovklov? Vrovklov. Vrotsvrov. I'm going to have to hear it, and then I can say it. Hey, Hadar, thank you for the 51 months. Thanks for sticking around. 51 months, damn. Swiatek never lost to Rybakina whenever she wins the first set. Is that a fact? Interesting. Let me check. Not saying that I'm not checking I'm not fact checking you. I just want to see what the record is. So first things first, chat. When Swiatek wins the first set in a match this year, 25 wins, 4 losses. Hasn't lost a match from a set up since Stuttgart when she lost to Andreeva in 3. So yeah, she's on a massive win streak, wins the first set, wins the match. I want to say like a 12-match winning streak when she wins the first set this year. But against Rybakina, so yeah, actually she did lose once. She lost last year at the WTA Finals, but she's 5 wins, 1 loss when she wins the first set against Rybakina. That 1 loss being last year's WTA Finals. Now, Rybakina, on the other side, when she loses the first set this year, she's 8 wins, 7 losses. But she has come back from a set down in her last 2 matches against Osaka and Gauff. So, you know, she's in a little bit of form in that regard. And then when she loses the first set against Swiatek, she has come back 1 time and lost 5. And that was the last time. So again, this match is not over. This is not a sure thing. And we know that Rybakina can turn it around. She just starts serving well, this is going to be a different match. If she starts not double faulting. As a backhand return from Swiatek, Rybakina slices it. In comes Swiatek with a forehand. As Rybakina up the middle. To the backhand of Swiatek. Forehand Rybakina again. Into the net. And it's love 15. Love 15. By the way, thank you. Thank you, Dennis, for the gold coin. Appreciate it. All right. Love 15. We're back into serves again. Just taking a little extra time. Love 15. As we're back into serves again. Into the back of Swiatek. Return is short. Rybakina puts that away. All right, 15 all. $15 all. Serve again. As we got to return the net by Swiatek, 30-15. Felinska's playing next week, yeah. And the US Open at this stage, yeah. Maybe Rybakina will turn it on in the second. That can happen. No, Eala's not playing today. As we default second serve. Eala will play on Saturday. Most likely. Second serve, the forehand of Swiatek. Return the forehand of Rybakina. Swiatek forehand of the stretch. Rybakina. Cross court into the forehand of Swiatek. Rybakina with a volley. Swiatek comes in. Puts it away. That's great play by Iga. 30-all. I'll tell you, it wasn't a bad approach. But Swiatek made her hit a low volley. And that changed it all. Swiatek didn't panic. And that's what has been so impressive this week by Swiatek. She hasn't panicked. We've seen her panic against some of these big names in recent times, right? In the last 12 months. She hasn't panicked. She's not panicking. When there's a chance to hit a winner, she's like, goes for it. She's not freaking out when Rybakina starts to attack. As Rybakina forehand to the forehand of Swiatek. Rybakina forehanded again to the forehand of Swiatek. Deep into the forehand of Rybakina. And Swiatek forehand up the line. Just goes wide. 40-30. 40-30. All right, Swiatek. Unable to get off to a break point here, but mentally she's she's focused. Yeah, I think that Kostruk win, and even the win against Svitolina, coming back from a break in the third, I think that has done so much for her confidence. All right, 40-30, second serve. Serve to the back of Swiatek, return the forehand of Rybakina. Rybakina in the net, wow. Halfway up the net, Rybakina, that was tough. Deuce. All right, we get the deuce.
For food cam.
Hey, thank you, Belinda, for the $14 for the food. Thank you for food. I appreciate it. I'll get food with that. All right, deuce. Serve. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Return the forehand of Rybakina. Swiatek up the line. Oh, overhits it. Advantage Rybakina. I'll tell you, Rybakina winning, she served first in the first set, but she didn't hold. She was down a break early, right? But Rybakina holding serve here and getting the lead and then trying to hit against the returns, it might be a totally different set. With Swiatek trying to level, right? when you've got the scoreboard lead, you can have a bit of a free hit. As the return goes short in the front of Rybakina. Rybakina comes to the net. No. Swiatek lob goes wide. All right, Rybakina holds one love. Let's see if things change now that Rybakina's in front. Let's see if she returns a little bit bigger and puts a little bit more pressure on Swiatek on these returns. All right, how are we doing, chat? Where are we watching from? Haven't asked that one yet. Where are we watching from? Where are we watching from? Where are we watching from? By the way, shout out to everybody staying up late in Poland. Because I know it's like, what's the time in Poland? It's like midnight, yeah? Is it? Oh, it's like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. What's the time? Yeah, shout out to Poland. Thanks for staying up late. We got Philippines, Glasgow, London, Toronto, Philippines, California, Poland, Seoul, New York, Jamaica, UK, Sweden, Split in Croatia. I've been there. Salt Lake City, New York City. We've got Argentina, Vancouver, USA, Houston, Nigeria, Lithuania, Montreal. We got Pakistan. It's 4 a.m. Crazy. We've got California. We've got New York. We've got Scotland, Italy, Mexico, Vegas. We've got the Congo. All right, people trying to find their seats. By the way, packed stadium for the final. Love to see it. Men's final in Montreal starts in an hour. There's a bit of serve out wide. There's a fault second serve. Somebody's on a cruise ship. Like, really? That's crazy. Seattle, Portugal. There's a 4-4 rally that goes out by Rybakina. That's 15 love. We've got Chicago, Oregon, Jordan, Minnesota, Bahamas, Sierra Leone. We've got Pittsburgh, Sydney. There's a serve by Swiatek again. Into the front of Rybakina. Return goes to the front of Swiatek, but Rybakina hits it out again. 30 love. And Rybakina talking to the coach and saying, what's going on? 30 love. Serve again by Swiatek. Into the front of Rybakina. Return goes in the front of Swiatek. Rybakina, forehand again. But no, Swiatek hits in the net. 30-15. We're at Cape Town in the house. New Jersey, Massachusetts, Alabama. Guam in the house. Ireland. Let's go. All right, return goes into the forehand of Swiatek. Backhand, now Rybakina on the stretch. Goes long. And Swiatek gets to 40-15. All right, 40-15. Swiatek to level. Serve to the forehand of Rybakina. Rybakina in the net. 1-1. Swiatek holds. All right, Swiatek holds. By the way, thanks everybody for joining us. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. We're almost at 500 likes. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Welcome to the final. These are the most important matches of the season. Like, this feels like one of the most important matches of the year. And it is. For both of these ladies. Remember, Swiatek's trying to get to the WTA final. She is so far behind. She has to win these titles to put herself in the race to the finals. And she's been out of the race for so long. Rybakina's been the best player this year based on points. And probably based on reality, right? I mean, look at her results. She hits a forehand long. Rybakina love 15. So, like, this is such a big match for both these ladies. You don't get a bonus prize for finish. Oh, actually, no, you do. You get a bonus prize for finishing number one. You finish number one. At the race to the finals, if you're number one at the end of the year. But for Swiatek, this is a make or break. If she wins this match, she is right back in the conversation for top 8. There's a back in return, but no, it's a let. So yeah, super, super important matchup for both. And of course, Rybakina's trying to become number one. And if she wins this title, she'll be this close. So there's a lot riding on this matchup. As a return, goes out by Swiatek, 15-0. If you had all the time and money in the world, which 1,000 would you attend? I'd love to attend Indian Wells. I'm going to attend Indian Wells eventually. Like, Indian Wells is definitely the one. Or Monte Carlo. Like, those are the two that I'm like, I would love to go to. But I feel like Indian Wells, I'd want to go see more because I feel like it feels like a bigger event. It feels like a mini grand, like it feels like a Grand Slam. Whereas Monte Carlo is only the men, so it's like, okay, it's kind of cool, but it's like Indian Wells feels like huge. So Indian Wells, and I will go there. Indian Wells is on my list of places to go. 30-15. I would go next year if I could, but I can't. But I will eventually. 30-15. Chat, which 1,000 would you want to go to? What one? If you could go to any of the 1,000s, which one would you go to? 30-15. Serve to the point of Swiatek. Backhand of Rybakina. Swiatek. Backhand in the net. 40-15. Rome. All right. Montreal. WTA finals are in Indian Wells. That's true. Maybe I could go. No, can't go. I can't go. Oh, I wish I could. Miami, Wuhan, Indian Wells. Indian Wells, very popular. 40-15. As the backhand return goes into the volley of Rybakina serving volley, but no good with the volley. 40-30. Just missed the volley. It's a little bit. It was a tough volley. It was a very tough volley. All right, 40-30. 40-30. As we get a serve and volley this time, Swiatek gets there with a forehand, but it's long. Oh, that would have been incredible. Anyways, 2-1. Rybakina stays in front. 2-1. Rome or Monte Carlo? Okay. Rome seems very popular. Monte Carlo, Rome, Indian Wells, Saudi 1,000. Okay. Monte Carlo, Indian Wells, Miami. No, not too many Miamis, but Madrid. Okay. No one said Shanghai, which I find fascinating. I feel like Shanghai would be fun. I could probably, out of all the 1,000, Shanghai is probably the closest I could get. Like, I could probably get to Shanghai. Like, I could go there. And also Beijing and Wuhan, because obviously they're for the ladies, right? I could go to the Asian swing and watch and see 3 1,000s in one country. I could, if I want to. Actually, no. I could, but I don't. Maybe I don't want to. I don't know. I've already been to Beijing. I'd go to Shanghai. I've heard it's sick. Paris? Yeah, Paris is fun. Why doesn't Australia have a 1,000? Because we have a Grand Slam. So, we have a slam. So, and having a 1,000 to start the year would be brutal. So, I guess the United Cup's kind of like the 1,000. Like, it's sort of like, I guess it's the big tournament before the AO, but yeah, I just don't think it would be practical. Because you'd have to have a 1,000 on day one. That wouldn't be fair. That would be brutal. But we got the Australian Open, so we can't be mad. All right. Swiatek to serve. 2-1. 2-1 Rybakina in the second. As we get a return now to the forehand Swiatek. Forehand from Rybakina. Again to the forehand Swiatek. It's Rybakina. Up the line. Swiatek backhand cross court. Rybakina gets there on the backhand stretched. Swiatek goes up the line again. Rybakina forehand cross court. Swiatek up the line as Rybakina backhand cross court goes wide. 15 love. Swiatek out. Rallying Rybakina. Again. There shouldn't be a Grand Slam in Australia. Hot take. Thanks, Deb. All right. 15 love. That's a tension-seeking take, that is. Pick me. All right. Backhand goes into the backhand of Rybakina. Swiatek forehand cross court. Rybakina gets it back as Swiatek goes up the middle to the backhand of Rybakina. Swiatek back in again. Rybakina gets it up the line. Swiatek forehand cross court open court winner. I tell you, Swiatek is playing so smart. She's not trying to out-hit Rybakina. She's just moving Rybakina around, and it's working. Great hitting. I mean, that backhand was not... It was just a good angle, and she put Rybakina outside the court that the forehand was open. Like, that's such a smart play. Again, she doesn't look like she's panicking, Swiatek, today, and that's a big difference to previous matchups. 30 love. As Rybakina return winner. Ooh, okay. 30-15. What a shot. That was a shot. 30-15. Uh-oh, Rybakina, is she coming back? Is that the warning shot? I'm on the comeback. Watch out. Back at return in the net. 40-15. Will I cover Eala's matches in Cincy? Yes. Yes, I will. 40-15. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Great return. Slice. Swiatek goes in. Rybakina comes to the net with a forehand slice, and then Swiatek passing shot. But a great volley, Rybakina. And she apologizes for maybe a bit of luck. Great rally, though. Rybakina at the net is getting real good. Like, that was a great... I mean, the approach was perfect, too. Just a slice forehand that moves away from Swiatek to make it even harder. That's such a smart shot. Like, that is such a great play by Rybakina. Like, that is such a... Like, that is a professional, like, doubles approach. Like, that was a great approach. Like I said, like, a year or two ago, she wouldn't have even been able to hit the approach shot, let alone the volley. All right, return the net. Swiatek holds 2-2. She's been fantastic at the net, Rybakina. If you attend matches at Indian Wells, how will you commentate matches? I probably wouldn't. I'd take the day off to watch. I would not be. I would go. I would be there, and I wouldn't be here. I'll be there. Yeah, I know. All right, 2-0. As we'd let. You can't do stream on site. That is illegal. Or at least it's frowned upon. And they don't let you do that. Trust me. Backhand. No, forehand, sorry. Goes out by Rybakina. You have to be invited. You can't just walk in there with a camera. Love 15. I approve your time off. I'm not going to India Wells anytime soon, by the way. I'll go when it's cheaper to go. All right, love 15. But it's definitely on my radar. All right, backhand return into the back of Rybakina. Up the line is a winner by Rybakina. Beautiful shot. All right. As we just serve again. Here's a fault, 15-0. Second serve. Second serve. Double fault. Oh no. Chat. The other time she double faulted, she got broken. Just saying. The two games in the set that she got broken in the first set, double faults happened. She did 4 double faults, Rybakina. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand. Swiatek return the backhand. Rybakina. Rybakina hits it wide. 15-40. Swiatek to take the break here in the second set. Man, what a one-sided match so far. I mean, really. It has been a bit of a clinic. Swiatek's just been she's been so stingy with her errors. She's not giving away any free points. Rybakina is making a lot of errors, but again, Swiatek's defense is massive credit for that. Backhand return off the tape by Swiatek. Backhand Rybakina in the net. There it is. 3-2 Swiatek. She says sorry for the little bit of luck, but Swiatek breaks. She's up a set and a break in the final of Toronto. Now, actually, I'll wait until later. Don't worry, I'm not going to talk about it right now. Swiatek fans, don't worry, I'm not going to say anything. All right, we're not going to talk about it. We'll talk about it at the end. Men's final starts in an hour, by the way. All right, how we doing, chat? No, there's no such thing. Every time Cam says one-sided, it goes the other way. No, don't you say that ever. You don't know what you're talking about. Does Rybakina look tired? No, I wouldn't say she looks tired. Hey, thank you, Barb, for the chili. These streams, people are going to be like, what is he saying? Why does he keep saying weird? Like, yeah, thank you for the chili. Has Ben won 1,000? Yeah, he won Canada last year. He's the defending champion. Are you afraid of the sofa are you so afraid of the sofa that you put it in a cage? Yes. I fear the couch. I'm so scared. This match is probably over now. Very disappointing. We're back on big points. Do you feel like you can't attend any matches again now that we rely on your commentary? No, I'll go to the tennis eventually. It's just that I've been to the Australian Open, and I'm very fortunate that I've been to the Australian Open a lot, so I don't feel like I'm missing out on when I don't go to the Australian Open anymore, because I've been there, and and the Australian Open, and it's my home slam. I'm going to love it, right? But it does feel like it's a lot more catered towards non-tennis fans, which is very hard as a tennis fan to go there. Like, I've been to the Australian Open, like, I went to the Australian Open to the qualies a couple of years ago, and it was very, very busy, even for qualifying. And there was a lot of people there that are just like I want to go watch tennis, but because they let so many people in every year, it's just so hard to watch tennis. Because people are there for like all the attractions, right? Because it's like a festival, which is great. It's great that it's people are watching, coming to the sport where they wouldn't, right? Because you got to appeal to people that are not tennis fans, because otherwise it won't grow. But it's and I've heard a lot of people complaining this year, sorry, that it's too big. Like, there's too many people, and I think they're going to cap ground passes next year to try and control the crowds a little more, because it was just getting out of hand where there was just too many people. So yeah. Because look, breaking records every year is great for the tournament, but it's really tough on the fans, because it drives tennis fans away, because we don't want to go there and watch it because it's too busy, and it's not fun for us when there's like drunk people everywhere. And they're not there for the sport. They're there for the for all the other stuff. Again, it's got to be a balance, right? So yeah, so I don't really feel the need to go to the tennis, and plus all the other all the events I want to go to are not in Australia, so I have to travel, and also I have to pay for flights and stuff. As we're back in it out 40 love. So if I want to go to Indian Wells or US Open or French Open or Wimbledon, I've been to Wimbledon already, so I've ticked that off my list. But Yeah, like it's not cheap to get tickets to flights to America. So, but I will go. I will go. Hey, thank you, Jeremy, for all the gifts. As that goes out by Swiatek 4015. Thank you for sending the jamming and hiding and all the other stuff. And the heart. Appreciate it. Thank you. What was Wimbledon like? It was amazing. It was exactly how it should be. How you would think it would be. Swiatek 4-2. All right. Enough yapping. Let's get to this final, possibly the end of this match, because Swiatek is 2 games away from putting a beat down on Rybakina. Now, some of you might be asking, is this the best that Swiatek's ever done against Rybakina? And I'm not going to answer that because then you'll curse it, and I don't want you to curse it, chat. Don't even ask me that question. We'll wait until it's over, and then we'll talk about it. 1 hour played. All right, here we go. Let's see if Rybakina can keep this match going. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Yeah, Nakashima Shelton starts in 45 minutes. We'll watch that after this. As with a point now from Rybakina into the forehand of Swiatek. Rybakina backhand. Into the backhand of Swiatek. Rybakina backhand again. Oh, it's a winner. Woo! That was a winner. That was a great winner. What a shot. Great angle. 15 love. What an angle from Rybakina. That was nasty. that was mean. All right. $15 love. Serve again. Into the back of Swiatek. Return. To the back of Rybakina. Swiatek backhand cross court again to the back of Rybakina. Swiatek up the middle. Rybakina forehand. Swiatek defending. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Swiatek forehand cross court. Now Rybakina is on the stretch with a forehand winner. And Swiatek thought it was going to go up the line. She took 2 steps to the wrong side. And Rybakina smacks it cross court. 2 cross court winners by Rybakina. Insane. What an angle again. I think, again, Swiatek was ready to go up the line. And she knows it. She's like, oh, I should have stayed cross court. Too good. That was just too good. Probably the 2 best points Rybakina's played all match. That and the volley winner earlier in the set. First serve's a fault, second serve. Serve. Out wide of the forehand, Swiatek slice goes in. Rybakina comes in the net. Swiatek passing shot. Oh, it's a winner. What a smart shot by Swiatek. No power. Just guides it up the line. Doesn't need to go for anything crazy. Oh, that's lucky, though. It hit the line by this much. It was a smart shot, but it was a little bit lucky, too. It barely hit the line. That was a great shot. That's so smart. Like, again, not panicking. Just, I'm going to go down the line. I'm not going to try and hit it too hard. I'm just going to put it over there. 30-15. As Rybakina serves a fault, second serve. Serving to the backhand of Swiatek. Forehand of Rybakina. The forehand of Swiatek. Rybakina forehand again. Up the line. Great shot. Swiatek slices it back. In comes Rybakina with a drive volley. And Swiatek gets there but misses it wide. All right, Rybakina. Strong game. 40-15. 40-15. To keep Swiatek close in her sights. Swiatek hasn't been broken in the entire match. Why did I say that? Why did I say that out loud? We'll edit that out later. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. It's true, but I didn't mean to say it. All right, serving to the back of Swiatek. Back into Rybakina. Off the tape is a winner. And Rybakina might have needed that. A little bit of luck. All right, Swiatek, 2 games away from the first title here in Canada. All right, how we doing, chat? How we doing? Chat, does anyone have any plans on the weekend? What's everyone's plans over the weekend? What's everybody up to? Anybody doing anything fun on the weekend? I'm watching Cincinnati, so I'll be here, sitting right here, talking to you, or whoever's here, unless you're busy. Does anyone have any plans on the weekend? Watching tennis? There we go. Watching tennis, watching you. Yep. Where are you going to be here? So you're going to be working. Oh, that sucks. Watching Eala. Okay. So nobody's going outside. Nobody's doing anything besides tennis. Okay. I like the priorities. Going to the pool. Okay, there we go. That's something different. Watching Cincinnati. Okay. Yep. Watching Manchester United. Perhaps some tennis, depending on who's on. Okay. Football, hiking. Here we go. Camping on an island near my house. Nice. Raining in Cincy. Is it raining right now? Going to the Cincinnati Open on the weekend. Ooh, enjoy that. Crocheting a bag for a friend. There you go. I'm moving my son to college. Hey, good luck with the move. Playing tennis. Okay, there we go. Going boating. Going to a vintage thrift market. Love that. Oh, Cincinnati's raining. Okay, we knew that was happening. We said that earlier. It was going to rain in Cincy tonight. My wife is going skiing. Oh, nice. American football preseason. There you go. Drinking margaritas. There you go. You're moving to college. Enjoy. Getting drunk in outdoor bar. There you go. Responsibly, of course. As the return goes in the forehand, Swiatek forehand now from Rybakina. Swiatek. Forehand again to the forehand of Rybakina. Swiatek with a forehand up the line. Rybakina slices up a lob. And then she comes in, Swiatek with a bounce smash. And that's a winner. 15-love. These are the moments for Swiatek now. These are the moments. These are the key moments. If Swiatek can get through this match, and win this 6-4, that would be a hell of a final from her. That would be what a tournament that will be. If she finishes off like that, that'd be crazy. I'm hanging out with my friend Cam and his wife. That's crazy. My name's Cam. And I have a wife. 15-love. And Swiatek serves again. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Playing pickleball. Boo! No, that's okay. Pickleball's all right. Anyways, 30-love. Rybakina hits it long on the return. Cam's wife? Yes, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. She's great. 30-love. And very real. 30-love. Has been a forehand in the net. From Swiatek, 30-15. I'm working in the kitchen whole day and night. All right, we'll enjoy that. All right, serve. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Return goes forehand of Swiatek. Rybakina forehand. Again to the forehand of Swiatek. Rybakina up the line. Swiatek gets it with a backhand. And Rybakina forehand again. Swiatek just defending. Rybakina forehand cross court. Is that in? No, it's wide. Just. Oh, man, that was so close for Rybakina. 40-15. That would have been a big winner. $40-15. Swiatek to keep the break. Serving to the forehand of Rybakina. Return goes back to Swiatek, but Swiatek gets wide. Nice return, Rybakina. So much power. 40-30. Yeah, that was a great return. Powerful return. Yeah, no self-promotion. Exactly. Backhand return. Goes in the Fornish Swiatek. Backhand Rybakina. Into the Fornish Swiatek again. Swiatek puts it away. 5-3 Swiatek. She's one game away. And this is a packed house as well. Jeez, there's a lot of Polish flags. The Poles have come out. 5-3. One game. Man. What a performance. All right. Swiatek has two chances in the next two games to win this match. Can she break to win it? Or will she have to try and hold to win it? Obviously, she'd rather break to win it, right? Holding to win, especially playing against Rybakina, who's not going to let it go easy, right? All right, 5-3. Rybakina serving to stay in the match. She serves a fault. Second serve. It's 1:20 a.m. in Poland, and half of the country is up watching this game. I love that. Serving to the back and Swiatek return. Goes long. 15 love. 15 love again. Thanks everybody for joining. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Men's final starting in about 45 minutes. We'll get to that after this. Also, don't forget to like the stream. We're almost at 700 likes. What a crazy tournament this has been for the Canadian Open on the women's side has just been crazy. It's been a crazy event. Obviously, Alemania was the first half, but the second half has just been top 10 clashes all round. As that forehand in the net by Rybakina, 15-0. We've had some awesome matches in the second half of this tournament from the top of the top. You know, like Rybakina's played a hell of a bunch of long matches. Swiatek's played some epics as well. It's been awesome. 15-0. As a backhand return goes short in the backhand of Rybakina. Swiatek passing shot. Rybakina half volley. And then Swiatek forehand winner down the line. 15-30. Again, just not panicking when Rybakina is at the net. Swiatek's just, she's not trying to hit a winner. She's trying to set up the next shot, which is, again, so smart. Like those passing shots that she hits at Rybakina are not to hit a winner. The first one, anyway. The second one was. The first one is just to make her hit a very tough volley. And then she hits the winner. Like, it's just, like, she looks so comfortable today, Swiatek. It's so good. This is what she was like when she was dominating. Backhand to backhand rally. As Rybakina, great angle. Swiatek gets it back. And then Rybakina forway cross court. Swiatek's going to get that back. Volley, Rybakina. Swiatek with a slice. In the net. Oh, that was crazy. Rally 30-0. Rybakina hangs on. Swiatek made her earn that point. Good volley. That was a great volley from Rybakina to get it done. Gosh, Swiatek got that too. Just didn't make the net. 30-0. By the way, both of these ladies don't have their coach there. They're both coachless this week. It's crazy. 30-0. Rybakina serves again. Into the Fornish Swiatek. Return goes into the back of Rybakina. Swiatek gets the point. Rybakina's in the net. Championship point. Iga Swiatek to get back. She's back. If she wins this net right now, she's back. She is back. 30-40. Championship point. We'll talk about all the historic significances as well of winning this title and what it means for her legacy. As we to serve is a fault by Rybakina. Second serve. Second serve, Rybakina. Into the backhand of Swiatek. Good return, the backhand of Rybakina. Swiatek again to the backhand of Rybakina. And Swiatek goes again to the Rybakina backhand. Another backhand Swiatek on the stretch goes long, and we get to deuce. Rybakina saves it. We get to deuce. All right, we get to deuce. We've already watched one match today where match point was saved. I don't want to talk about it. All right. Serve again. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand, Swiatek. Good return. Rybakina goes down the middle. Swiatek gets it back with a forehand cross-court winner. Championship point number 2. To take the win in Canada. That was a hell of a shot too. What a forehand. Confidence rising. Chat, don't forget to like the stream. If you are leaving straight after this, we'll see you next week in Cincy. Don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't already. We've got the men's final coming up in an hour, half an hour. Serve is a fault. Second serve, Rybakina. Second serve. Into the back of Swiatek, return up the line. Rybakina forehand on the stretch. And Swiatek back end up the line is a winner! Iga Swiatek's back, baby! And she points to her head like Stan Wawrinka. And she looks at the cameraman and she's like, Yazda! You goddamn right, Yazda! She is back. And she knocked out Rybakina like Rybakina isn't number 2 in the world. That was the easiest match she's played. She is so fired up as well. That's what I like to see. Iga Swiatek's back. Welcome back. 2 and 3. That is so impressive. She broke Rybakina twice in each set. And look, we know Rybakina hasn't been playing her best this week, even though she made the final, which is incredible for her, despite not playing her best. But, I mean, Swiatek, she beats Kostyuk, who's been a great player in the last 2 months. She beats Svitolina, who's been a bit of a boogie woman. And then Rybakina, she takes out as well. That is so, and not to mention Schneider, who's also very dangerous. Like, through the roof confidence. Like, Swiatek is, like, this is such a big deal for Iga Swiatek. Like, look, Polish fans have been waiting. Swiatek fans have been waiting for this moment. And this is the Swiatek that we want. This is the one that, when Roy's come on board, this is the Swiatek that we were promised. And now she's here. It just took a couple of months, but now she's here. Watch out. Swiatek Roy, watch out. Watch out. Watch out. This could be a scary US Open. You know, he's not even there and she's winning. I mean, bloody hell. He's not even in the venue and she's still doing the thing. All right. GG's. What a win. Now we can talk about all the things that this means. So now that she's won this, chat, and now, look, the conversation, every single person in the world's going to be like, oh, Golden Masters. We've been talking about Golden Masters for years. Get on board or get out. Now, this is Swiatek. She is two 1,000s away from completing the Golden Masters. What's that mean? It means you win all the 1,000 titles. So she's won Doha, she's won Indian Wells, Miami, Madrid, Rome, Canada, Cincinnati, and Beijing. She has to win Wuhan, which she's only played once, so she's got a good chance of winning that if she plays a few more. And she's made the final of Dubai before. She didn't play Dubai this year, though, but she has made the final before. So, yeah, in 1,000s, she's won 12 out of 14 finals. So she is the 1,000 queen. Of course, she's won 3 of the 4 slams as well. You know, Australian Open's the only one she's missing. So, yeah, I mean, Iga Swiatek, again, I say it every single time. She is this generation's best player. She's better than Osaka. She's better than Sabalenka. She's better than Barty. Like, she is this generation's greatest player. Look at the resume. Look at the stats. Look at what she's doing. She might win the Golden Masters, which has never been done on the WTA. No one has won every 1,000. Now, on the men's side, 2 people have done it. Djokovic, he did it recently, right, in the last decade, and Sinner's done it this year. Swiatek will be the first one to do that. That's what is at stake. She's only 25. She's got plenty of time to do it, or 24. She's got plenty of time to do this. So, again, she is, like, she might not be winning the slams like she was, a couple of years ago, where, she couldn't lose. But I tell you, she is still a beast. And she's back. She is back. Mukova is better. False. We love Mukova, but that's not true. That's not true. You know that's not true. And what a win over, like, this week, her confidence is back. And that's the main thing. Because we're watching her. We've been watching Swiatek forever. I don't think we've missed a Swiatek match for like 4 years. And that's the truth. And she looked so confident today. And against Kostyuk coming back from a set down, against Svitolina coming back from a breakdown, and then today, I mean, those 3 matches, that is what we want to see from Swiatek. Those are the matches. That's the Swiatek that we want. And just when we thought we understood the WTA, Swiatek comes back. What are we doing? Just when we thought, oh, Rybakina is going to be number 1. Is she? Where? When? Swiatek's like, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here, everybody. All right, GG's. She's going to do the speeches, and then we're going to do the men's final in about 30 minutes. Now, look, Rybakina, a hell of an effort after, like, let's be honest, she had a pretty bad form this week. I mean, she wasn't playing well this week. Like, Rybakina was not playing well this week. Yet she made the final, so that's credit to her. She's also is still very close to being number 1. Her and Sabalenka in going to Cincy, it's going to be on. You know, the winner of Cincinnati, if it's between them, could change things. So she can still be number 1. It's just a little bit harder now because she lost the final here. But obviously number 1 after the US Open is very, very possible for Rybakina as well. So she can still be number 1. And like I said, I think it might be better if she's not number 1 at the US Open. You know, that could be a lot more pressure than she needs. Play the US Open without that pressure, I think it's better for her anyway. If you are leaving, don't forget to sub on the way out. Why are there all these people? Oh, they're the cameramen. Okay. All these people just come out of nowhere. Man, what a performance by Iga Swiatek. She is such a beast. She is such a beast. All right. We'll go through we'll go through things in a second. Also, it is raining in Cincy, so there's no more matches at the moment. The men's final starts in 30. These games are a test of endurance, and this daily matches must make a number of them get burnt out easily. Yeah, I mean, look, yeah, of course. I mean, overplaying is real. Will she drop out of Cincy and rest? Who, Swiatek? No, she's the defending champion. Why would she drop out? Swiatek should play Cincy. I don't know. I don't think she should drop out. Why would she drop out? There's no reason to drop out. Defending champion, I mean, I would say play. Her draw's not easy, but it's not terrible. And she's got Rybakina in the quarterfinals again. So, like, after today, why wouldn't she want to play Rybakina again? Her draw looks a lot better now that she's beaten Rybakina. She's still got Sakari, who's dangerous. Bencic, who's injured. So, okay. And Rybakina or Penko in the quarters. And Penko hasn't been playing well lately. So, or Schneider, who she just beat as well. So, Swiatek's draw looks so much better than it did, 48 hours ago. Semi-final, you've got, Pegula or Noskova and Anisimova. I mean, you've got Chucky Eala in there maybe as well. So, yeah, I mean, her draw in Cincy now looks like very achievable. She could make the Cincy semis with that draw. Whereas, when the draw came out, we're like, oh no, Rybakina, that's scary. But now, it's like, Rybakina's scary? Not after today. So, yeah. So, I think she should definitely play Cincinnati. Why wouldn't she? If Swiatek wins Cincy and the US Open, she'll be back to number 2 in the world. Wow, that's pretty incredible. Is Iga the only player who has a 1,000 title yearly since 2020? Probably. Not sure. Not sure. All right. Let's go through this match while we before they start doing some speeches. What a performance. What a performance. Oop, spoilers. All right, so we've just seen Iga Swiatek lift the Canadian Open trophy, and what a win over Elena Rybakina, somebody who she's been losing to in the last couple of matches. But let's go and see how this match went, because it was a real clinic. All right, so just over an hour and 15 minutes, 6-2, 6-3. Very impressive by Swiatek. A lot of errors coming from Rybakina. She's been hitting a lot of errors this week, so that's nothing, no surprise. She also hit 4 double faults for Rybakina, but Swiatek's serving was absolutely incredible. You see there, 76% of first serve points, 80% of first serves in for Swiatek. Very, very high. Didn't get broken either. She saved the 2 break points, and they were both in the same game in the middle of the first set. And she also broke Rybakina 4 times. Very, very impressive. All right, so first game of the match, Swiatek breaks, and that really set the tone. It was a couple of double faults in that first game from Rybakina, but really set the tone. Swiatek then ends up holding and getting to 2-love. Then the middle of the set, that's when Rybakina had a chance to break back, and that could have really changed the tone of this set and this match, because had Rybakina broken back at 3-2 there and it got to 3-all, we have a totally different match. But Swiatek, she ends up holding. Then she gets the insurance break, and then she ends up winning the set 6-2, and really, really impressive against Rybakina's serve. All right, the second set, Rybakina, she serves first, and she ends up holding, so she starts to, gain the lead. But then at 2-all, Swiatek gets break point and gets the break. She goes up 4-2 pretty quickly as well. Then there's a little bit of a tricky game at 4-3, but she gets through it. And then, of course, on match point, she gets her second championship point. She gets it on the Rybakina serve as well. So broke Rybakina 4 times, twice in each set, which is phenomenal against, Rybakina's big serve. But also didn't get broken herself, which is a great for Swiatek too. So there it is. That is basically Swiatek's tournament. And she's played so well this week. She beat Svitolina. She beat Schneider, who's been in form. And she's also beaten Svitolina, who she's lost to the last 2 times. And now Rybakina. So she is back. Her confidence looks so good today as well. And she's also won her 8th 1,000 title out of the 10 that are available. She's just got to win Dubai and Wuhan to get the Golden Masters. And, very achievable because she's done well in Dubai before, and hasn't played Wuhan that much, but you'd think she's won Beijing, so she should be able to, have a good run at Wuhan eventually. But man, she is on fire this week, and she goes into Cincy as the defending champion next week, and has a really good shot at improving her ranking as we get to the US Open. So it'll be interesting to see how she does next week. Her draw is actually pretty manageable now if you look at who she's got to play. There could be a rematch with Rybakina in the quarterfinals, which would be really, really fun. But let me know in the comments below. Do you think Swiatek's back? Is she back? Is this confirmation that she's back? Because, she was incredible. As soon as she came back against Kostyuk, she just looked like her old self again. And her coach wasn't there, but you could feel that the Roige effect was starting to come into play, and she was starting to play like her old self. But yeah, dominates this match and gets the title in Canada. All right, Rybakina is just doing a speech. She is back. She is back. It was incredible. The week Swiatek, it was vintage, if that's even vintage. Hey, Demario, thank you for the 40 months as a Tier 3 legend. Honestly, I was expecting Iga to go out against Svitolina because she is vulnerable when she plays her, but thankfully she is starting to come back to fight for being number 1 again. Yeah, number 1's a long way away. We all know that, but I'll tell you, this week could be the start of the resurgence. Of the Swiatek resurgence. And she was incredible today. She was incredible all week. Once Iga dropped out of the top 5, she immediately goes on to win Wimbledon. That's true. That's true. She did do that, didn't she? All right, Swiatek's coming up to speak. I just love that she is on the verge of something historic. I think that's the most impressive part for me, is that Swiatek is going to do what Sinner and Djokovic have done. That is incredible. And not to mention, she's also 1 win away at the Australian Open, 1 tournament away from winning the Korea Slam as well. Incredible. All right, Swiatek just thanking Rybakina. Always have tough matches. This feels like a really important match for Swiatek. I don't think Swiatek's beaten Rybakina this easily. And Swiatek just said they played important matches against each other. Didn't I say that in my preview? And she knows that they might see each other in the next tournament, which I want a rematch. Can we get them playing Cincy? Let's go. Let's get the rematch. I think Rybakina will be ready for the rematch. Faster court as well. That could. I mean, we didn't talk about it, but maybe the slow courts affected Rybakina. That's why she was overhitting and hitting a lot of errors. Because she was trying to overcompensate for the slow court, maybe. So, yeah, the easiest win that either player has had is Rybakina Indian Wells, 2023, 6-2, 6-2. So this is the best victory that Swiatek's had against Rybakina by score. The most straightforward win Swiatek's ever had against Rybakina. So that just shows you, again, how awesome this victory is. And she's saying that it's not. This tournament means so much because this is not an easy tournament for me to play. She's talking out. She's calling out the haters. Yeah, that's it. Call them out. You tell them, Iga. You tell them. You tell them. They don't know. They don't know shit. You tell them, Iga. She's like, the reality is that I have a great team, and the reality is the crowd. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you tell them. You tell them. They don't know shit. You're the greatest of this generation. You tell them. Yeah, all those internet. That's chat. They're not talking about us because we're going for her. But all those other people on the internet. That's right. Not us. Not us. Not us. We're for Swiatek. We're talking about the other. She's talking about Twitter, not YouTube. Twitter. Goddamn right. That's it. That's it. You tell them. What a message from Iga as well. Telling you, if anyone's going through that, just keep pushing. If anyone's dealing with hate or anything, just keep pushing. That's what I'm talking about. You tell them, Iga. You tell them. You tell them. Yeah, good work. That's what we want to see. Good work, Iga. You and that silly trophy. Come on, Canada, get a better trophy. Good work. All right, lucky draw for Iga. Are you kidding me? Are you? By the way, you know that message you just said? You know what? She was talking to you. She was talking to you. Do you feel personally attacked? You should, because she was talking about you. Easy draw, lucky draw. Bullshit. Bullshit. Lucky draw. Bullshit. She's talking about you. She's talking about you. She called you out. Lucky draw. She's calling you out. Lucky draw. Lucky draw. Yeah, okay. Point to which part of it was lucky. Where was the luck? Plays the number 2 in the world. Lucky draw. Yeah, okay. You don't even believe that. You feel, I know she personally attacked you by calling you a hater, but, relax, all right? By the way, Demariel, appreciate it. Thank you for the, also, Nicolette, thank you for the 45 months. Thank you, Sebi, for the 37 months. Sorry I didn't get to it earlier. I was distracted by greatness. Demariel.
Remember who is the greatest of this decade. Go Iga.
Hey, thank you, Demariel, for the, finally, Iga is back. Return of Iga, that's it. Thank you, Niva, for Navas for the 2 as well. Remember, it's the greatest of this decade. It is Iga. That's it. Been saying it. We've been saying it. She's back, baby. She is back. All right. Again, Rybakina had a good week, though. Credit to Rybakina. Getting to the final despite not playing her best, that's scary. Because when she starts to play her best, you better all watch out. Because if she's beating players without her best tennis, she is going to demolish players with her best tennis. So watch out. Watch out for Elena Rybakina at the US Open. Because if that Vukov comes back, it might be all over. I hope we get a rematch between these two next week. That'd be so important. Especially with the coach back. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Man. Love that for Iga. And I love the speech too. That's it. You tell him. You tell him. You tell him. You tell the internet to shut up. You tell him, Iga. That's it. You tell him. All right. And this one's for you, chat. That was for you, chat. That's you. That's for you. All the Swiatek fans. It's been a tough year, but she's back. It's been a long time waiting. You've been waiting for a year to win a big trophy like that. I mean, she won Cincinnati last year. She won Seoul. She's not done yet, Swiatek. She's still around. Don't count her out. Run.
People say in a WTA final, always bet on Iga. Hard grass and clay, they say of every current WTA player. She is the strongest player on tour. Iga Swiatek, queen of the backhand.
I'd say, if Swiatek, speaking of WTA finals, if she does qualify, Swiatek might be the favorite going to Indian Wells because that court, she's done well at Indian Wells. It's been a tournament that she's thrived at. So watch out if she does make the finals. And now if I look at the race of the finals now, Swiatek just put her hand up and was like, "Don't forget about me. I'm still around." She's really helped her chances. I think she's back in the top 10. She is. She's still 700 points behind Noskova at number 8, which is a lot of points. But you've still got you got US Open coming up. Make the semis, you get 700 points, right? So she does have to have she can't afford to have a bad loss at the US Open or even Cincinnati next week and the Asian swing. She has to play well to end the year. But she's in the race now. She's in number 10. She's got back into number 10. She's 500 away from Kostyuk, but that could change next week, right? She makes the final next week. She does well next week. Kostyuk has a loss. Things could change. But yeah, she's really got to be perfect from now on. She can't afford, especially the US Open. Swiatek's got to make the quarterfinals or better at the US Open to give herself a real shot at making the WTA finals. But she's put herself back in the race. That's what she's done with this win. She's given herself 1,000 points, much needed, and she's given herself a real chance of qualifying. She's put herself back in the race. So yeah, and she's also got a bit of a gap between her and Mboko because there's 600 points between Mboko and her, and Mboko we know is injured. So she's kind of separated herself from everybody else, but she's still a fair way away from the cutoff line, So yeah, I mean, she just needs to win the US Open, and she'll be back. But anyways, one step at a time. Now, men's final is starting in 15 minutes. It's almost like they knew that. Well, they did know because that's why they scheduled the men's final at this point. But I'm going to send you over there. Go check it out. We'll be back in about 5 minutes to watch the men's final between Nakashima and Shelton. And we can talk about Swiatek as well. Or everybody from Poland, you can go to bed now. Or if you can, if you can contain your excitement. But I love that. I love that Swiatek gets the win. And I want to see them play again next week. I think next week if they played, Rybakina's got to be liking her chances of revenge on those slick Cincinnati courts. But we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Swiatek wins her 8th trophy at the 1,000 level, her 12th in total, and 26th title. Again, Iga Swiatek is the player of the 2020s. She is the best player of this generation. So far, there's obviously 4 years left of this decade, but right now, it's Iga Swiatek is the best player of the decade, and she proves that today by beating her very fierce rival, Rybakina, 6-2, 6-3, in the best win she's ever had against Rybakina. Let's see if Rybakina can regroup, because she wasn't playing great this week despite making the final. She really got to clean up her game if she's going to win Cincy, but Swiatek wins. I'll see you for the men's final in 5.